In this video, we will be discussing whether or not God of War Ragnarok, the sequel to PlayStation's 2018 smash hit, will be coming to PlayStation 4, or will it be exclusive to the PS5? I'm aware that technically God of War Ragnarok hasn't been confirmed as the official title, but we are going to assume it is for this video. Before we get into it, I'd like to welcome you to the Part-Time Gamers YouTube channel. If you do enjoy the video, please do leave a like, it helps us out a lot, and subscribe for much more videos like this one.
Leave my home.
In 2018, gamers around the world were treated to what I consider to be the greatest video game of all time, God of War. I wasn't the only one to give the game such high praise. The game has a 94 on Metacritic from 118 critic reviews. IGN gave it a 10 out of 10, saying, "The obvious care that went into crafting its world, characters and gameplay delivers by far the most stirring and memorable game in the series." GamesRadar also gave it a 10 and called it one of PlayStation's finest moments. God of War went on to sell 3.1 million copies in its first 3 days, which is only beaten by Marvel's Spider-Man and The Last of Us Part 2, selling 3.3 and 4 million copies respectively in their first 3 days. To date, God of War has now sold over 12 million copies. Therefore, the sequel to this blockbuster has been highly anticipated by millions of gamers, and in PlayStation's September PS5 showcase event, it was finally revealed.
The time draws near.
As expected, the reveal trailer was met with millions of gamers speculating whether the game will actually release in 2021, and with all the game delays we've had in 2021 so far, it seems likely it may be pushed back to early 2022. The other big question though has been whether God of War Ragnarok will be a PS5 exclusive, or will it also make its way to the PS4. For those lucky enough to have a PS5, including myself, we know we will be getting God of War Ragnarok at some point in the relatively near future. However, PS5 consoles have been extremely hard to come by for most, with Sony struggling to manufacture enough consoles to meet the huge demand. Therefore, there are millions of PS4 gamers worried that they may miss out on this highly anticipated sequel. While there has been no official communication from Sony or the Santa Monica studio, the internet has been rife with rumours and speculation. In January 2021, David Jaffe, the director to the original 2005 PS2 God of War game, gave hope to the millions still waiting for a PS5 when he told his chat during a Twitch stream, "I'm sure that the next God of War will be PS4 and PS5. Of course it will." This led to countless news articles and YouTube videos claiming that God of War Ragnarok will be heading to the PS4. And they may be right, but I'm not so sure. Let's look at the facts. Firstly, in an interview with the Washington Post in September 2020, Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO and President Jim Ryan said that the PS4 community will continue to be incredibly important to us for 3 or 4 years. This is great news for PS4 owners who haven't been able to upgrade to a PS5 yet, and it's been shown to be true with Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales releasing on both generations of console, as well as smaller exclusive titles such as Bugsnax and Sackboy: A Big Adventure, as well as the upcoming Horizon Forbidden West, already announced to be coming to the PS4 as well as the PS5. However, not all PlayStation exclusive titles have been cross-generation. The Demon's Souls remake launched exclusively for the PS5 in November, as well as the not-so-popular Destruction All-Stars in February. In June, PS5 owners will be treated to another exclusive title in Ratchet & Clank: A Rift Apart. The key point here is that the PS5 needs to have exclusive titles. Otherwise, PS4 owners wouldn't feel the need to upgrade to the PS5. Why bother buying a PS5 at full price now if the PS4 is going to have the same games as PS5 for the next 3 to 4 years? Why not wait a year or two and try to get a PS5 at a slightly cheaper price? Furthermore, Some games are simply too ambitious to run on the PS4. Take Ratchet & Clank A Rift Apart for example. Gamers will be able to instantly switch from one dimension to another, which means the game needs to be able to load to a completely different level almost instantaneously. The PS4 simply doesn't have the tech for that, but the PS5's SSD is perfect for it. I believe God of War Ragnarok will be a PS5 exclusive title for those two reasons. Firstly, Sony needs to give gamers an incentive to pick up a PS5, and what better way to do that than to make the sequel to one of their most successful titles exclusive to the console. Millions of gamers can't wait to play the sequel and would rush out to buy a PS5 to make sure they can play it. And secondly, I believe God of War Ragnarok will be hugely ambitious, with boss fights on a much larger scale than the 2018 game. Think of the dragon boss fight from God of War. Now imagine fighting a boss twice the size of that, or maybe even fighting 2 or 3 of those dragon-sized bosses at once. The PS5 will allow the extremely talented developers at Sony Santa Monica to make the game as ambitious as they want it to be. Bringing the game to the PS4 would just hold it back. Of course, I could be wrong, and we could get an announcement later in the year that God of War Ragnarok will be launching on the PS4. However, I would be shocked, and to be completely honest, I'd be a little bit disappointed. Ultimately though, it's going to come down to what Sony values more. Do they want to reach a larger install base and potentially sell 4 to 5 million copies in 3 days by bringing the game to the PS4? Or are they willing to sacrifice a few million early sales to massively incentivize the gamers to go and buy a brand new PS5 console? Are they willing to hold the game back just to benefit from the extra full price game sales? If they delay the game to 2022, it gives them more time to manufacture more PS5 consoles to increase the install base. Therefore, there wouldn't be as significant loss in sales. It's a very difficult decision that Sony have probably made months, if not years ago, and it's going to be very interesting to find out what decision they made. But what do you think? Do you think God of War Ragnarok will be a PS5 exclusive, or will it launch across both generations? Let us know down in the comments below. I'll be responding to your comments and hopefully we can have a good debate about the topic. If you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like, that helps us out a lot, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and keep on gaming.
You do not want this fight. Oh.